Hello and welcome to Watch Us Lose. Scott, who are we playing this week?
This week we are playing The Approach of Azathoth. Continue our quest.
Yeah, I'm Rob.
I am Eric.
And I'm Scott.
And that's my cat's tail. And this isn't as easy as it looks, is it? But we made it. We are here. We are online. I'm very happy. Once this Eldritch horror behaves himself. Sorry about that. And yeah, we're back with another game of Arkham Horror, our second session of The Approach of Azathoth. How are we doing so far, guys?
I have no clue. Great, maybe?
Well,
or awful. Or somewhere in between.
Could be better. But I think we have potential for some upside in the next couple turns.
Yeah.
We had some doom, but we've got some clues. And, I don't know. I feel good about the next couple turns. After that, hey, who knows?
This is my problem with the game because things seem to be falling apart and you get it under control and then you get to have a good solid turn and then you have another mythos phase and it all gets to fall apart again. All right, so I need to fix something here.
Okay.
So we need a thing to talk about.
We need a thing to talk about. Well, let's review how things are going. More specifically, I am playing Patricia Hathaway. Her main roles are Mystic and Seeker, which means warding to get rid of doom and to get rid of clues. Right now, I am also tainted, which means anytime I draw a blank or spawn clue mythos token, I place doom on my space instead of getting those nice things. I'm going to flip this card on a reckoning in which something bad will happen there. I also have the Eyeless Watcher attached to me, and the Eyeless Watcher is a creepy internet guy. He just sits in the back and makes you feel uncomfortable every round, causing sanity damage. You can still act, but you end up losing sanity to him as well. So I guess I'm not in great shape. How are you doing over on your side there?
Well, I'm playing Norman, and Norman is he's doing okay. I've lost one health, but I've got myself a clue, and I picked up this 45 Thompson machine gun, which is pretty awesome. But as you'll see in a moment, we're gonna do some things with that clue, with that machine gun. And Rob's playing Mark, and Mark has collected himself a nice collection of items from a curio and a curio tome and a magical curio and a baseball bat. So he's got a plethora of items to work with at his disposal.
Although he has taken a little bit of damage.
He has
3 health and 1 sanity damage. And his health is 8, but his sanity is 4, so that's a little on the downside. But yeah, I'm always negative with those health and sanity ones. I'm just used to this. You're like, oh, I still have 3 health left in the game. Hits you for 5, and it's like, what? And it's like, you cannot prevent or do anything about this. I'm just gonna smack you around. And it's like, all right, fine.
You're doing okay. You haven't taken any health or sanity loss so far, so that's not bad. Of course, we've been trying to keep you away from the monsters.
Yeah.
Although I do see that you have an Eyeless Watcher on you. We're gonna have to deal with that.
Yep. We're hoping
Yep. Go ahead.
So I'm going to be doing some warding, so hopefully I'll roll good on the warding and prevent the Eyeless Watcher from doing much. Because I have the ability when I ward to exhaust a monster, which basically stuns them for a turn, I guess. That's how
More or
what exhaust
less.
means. Yeah.
More or less. They go back onto the board.
Oh, they go back onto the board, so they don't engage. But then they immediately engage again.
At the end of the turn, they're ready and re-engage, but you'll have at least missed a turn of damage. So, for those of you just joining in, thank you for people who have had an odd edit on the YouTube channel. Welcome back. Nothing to miss. Absolutely nothing strange or eldritch happened here. And thank you all for joining us. So, at the moment, things on the board I think are okay. I agree with you there, Scott. But the stuff that's going on our scenario sheet is a little worrisome, if I can bring that up. Because at the moment, we need to get ourselves 3 clues on the scenario sheet, and we only have 1. And then the Time Unstuck card, which is going to do more bad things to us if we get to 7 or more doom on it. Something else is going to happen as time unravels around our characters. We already have 5. Not only do we have 5, but we do have a anomaly here in downtown. Fortunately, downtown is a little quiet with only 1 doom, no clues, so we might survive that a little bit. But any doom that would come out in the downtown neighborhood is going to go straight onto that card. And we don't have a lot of cushion on this, so we gotta figure this out. So, ready to give it a shot?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's go.
Who wants to go first? Oh, let's flip over our little tokens that we never think to use.
Yeah, the things we always ignore, sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to suggest that I go first.
Okay.
And here's why I suggest that I go first. I'm going to move. My plan would be to move into the space with the 2 of you, and then we do a massive trade action. Because with a trade, I can exchange any number of possessions with other investigators in my space.
All right. Let's make this happen.
Yeah. So my first is to move 1. Boom. And then my second action will be to trade. And so here's my thoughts. One is I want to give a clue to Patrice.
Okay.
So that you can research that clue on your turn. And I think the Thompson would be much better used by Mark.
All right. And in return, I will trade a clue with you that you can then trade to Patrice as well.
Absolutely.
Is there anything I have that you would like in return? Do you want the bat? Because I cannot
I was gonna request the bat. I know it's a little used up, it's a little beaten up, but I think you've got the machine gun now. You don't have much use for the bat.
All right. I agree. Go ahead and take that. Eric, is there anything else Patrice needs?
No, but can I give you money?
My friend, you can always give me money.
Yeah, because so I have 6. I'm constantly gathering resources, so I have 6 of those. And I figure spreading the wealth a little bit might help out in the long run.
Yep.
If
That would be great.
everyone gets 2,
That
that
is
seem-
exactly what I would be thinking.
Love it.
All right, because that's going to help us move around. Certainly will help me move around. Will help us heal. Because even if this is a fictional version of the 1920s, you still need money to go to the doctors.
And I mean, so far we all have the same number of remnants, so that doesn't mean anything.
No.
Okay.
That being said, that's a good point I didn't think of. Because at the moment, Scott does have a spell, Find Gate.
Oh.
And spells take either do sanity or do horror to a character, but that can be negated by remnants. His does 2 hits twice per test. And if we each gave him 1 of our remnants, that would be another free use of that spell. While
I'm good with
leaving
that.
us with remnants in case we have to spend 1 because of an encounter or something like that.
Okay. Does it serve for either of you to have 2? Because I do have the memento, which allows me basically another free.
It might, but I'm going to be collecting them as I kill stuff.
Okay.
I mean, it would not at
The
all
answer
surprise
is
me.
maybe.
Right. The answer is maybe. It would not surprise me at all that having made this decision, Eric specifically will get a card that for some reason requires 2 remnants. But I don't think I recall seeing that a whole lot.
Okay.
So I think having 1 each for now will be okay.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's good, and I think requesting anything else from you, Rob, would be A, greedy, and B, detrimental to your health, literally. So, the only really good thing that Eric has is the occult scripture, and he needs that for the research action, which is the whole point of why I did this. So,
Right.
I think
All right.
I think that ends my turn.
Okay. So now, Eric, are you okay wandering around with an eyeless watcher on you? Or would you like me to take care of that? Because otherwise, I'll go and try to beat up the robed figure.
I guess for now I'm fine.
Okay. So... So here is another thought that I have that I could use your feedback on. Because I could take a wild stab at warding the 1 doom that's here, then pick up the wrong guy, move and engage the robed figure, and then with my specials I could be delayed next turn and still fight it. Which would leave Patrice free to go somewhere else to get rid of Doom.
Yeah.
Or we could not worry about this Doom, or you could do this Doom and go somewhere else.
Well,
what do you think?
If Patrice's 1 action is to research.
Yeah, I'm going to research. Well, okay, so the option I thought I would...
That's true. You need to research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, talk, Eric.
See, I would like to do this Doom, so I was thinking I'd move up here. Yeah, but then I can't research. Yeah, you're right. I should research. So I'll be sitting here, and then the next thing I'm going to try to do is ward the Doom to keep the Eyeless Watcher off of me.
Right.
And then this thing might cause us problems up here. I did want to go to the anomaly, but
yeah, I think considering the Mythos phase, 3 of us on 1 spot, we've got to get rid of the Doom that we're standing on.
Yeah. So on the other side of the coin, the robed figure is actually going to come up here to the unstable space, which is Labella, we could choose to have it go this way, and so it's not immediately a threat.
You could move up to this space and try to ward the doom up there if you wanted to.
Yeah, and then even if I fail to get it, I might get rid of it in the encounter phase when I go up against the anomaly. So maybe I'll do that, and I'll leave this for a moment, because there will be more monsters for me to kill. So my first action will be to move 2 spaces to Arkham Asylum. And then I am going to try to ward with my 1 lore. Looking at my cards, I get no special actions. I'm going to have to focus soon to get rid of that. Oh!
Hey,
Yeah.
nice.
Again,
job.
I get it on 1 dice. We're going to throw that out. There's now no doom in downtown, so we're going to get rid of the anomaly token. And good luck, guys. I contributed for the turn.
Yeah.
All up to you, Eric.
All right. So I am going to research first. I have an observation of a 3 plus 2 from the occult scripture. I am unfortunately not focused in that, but I am focused. And
You
do
are?
I? No, research is with an observation, right?
That's
or am I
right.
doing lore? Yeah.
Oh,
Research
sorry.
is your observation.
My bad.
I could spend that focus to re-roll a die if I so choose. So I am rolling 5, and what I'm hoping to get is 2.
Oh,
Nice. I got 1.
all right. So you get to research 1 of your clues unless you have it. Did you get your +2 for the occult scripture?
Yes.
And that's all we got.
Okay. So here. Let me ask you a question. That is a test, right?
That is a test.
And which one is this?
Ooh.
Okay.
That doesn't make a difference.
Sorry about that. Once per round, when resolving a test, you may re-roll 1 success to spawn or research a clue. So, I could re-roll that success, and that would automatically research a clue. And then if I got another success on that re-roll, then I would have researched 2 clues. Am I reading that correctly?
That's a really interesting question. So it feels cheesy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that it holds up. So the cost of, I think I'm certainly willing to play it this way until someone tells us different. I might look it up later online and see if it's addressed anywhere, but I do see that logic, because you would end up with you might end up with 1 success. Yeah. Oh, I think you bounced it.
I actually flipped it. Hold on.
Flipped it? Oh, okay.
That's why it was being weird. Let me try that again. Nope.
All right. But
okay.
You re-rolled a success.
So I get to
research a clue.
Now, I do have a focus. I could spend that to re-roll again.
And I think that the odds aren't good, but we're getting to the point where we need to start doing stuff like this.
All right. I will spend the focus. It's a shame because I'm doing a ward action next.
Yeah.
Jesus, what is with my rolling? I can't get these dice in. Ugh. We'll leave to the side.
All right.
Okay, so that's that.
So that spends the
And-
lore.
I spend the lore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I wish. All right. So now I have a lore of 3. So I'm going to roll 3 dice to get rid of Doom. In hindsight, I should have done this in the other order, but
Well, here we are.
And now you
Okay.
roll.
yeah, there we go. Told you.
And you've already used the ominous dreams, so you can't
I've already
do
used the
anything
ominous
nifty with
dreams.
that.
However, I use my
Yep.
captivating melody to exhaust one monster. So this monster here gets exhausted.
All right. So that means he's going to end up here, face up. That doom goes away.
Yeah, I don't get a relic because I'm just getting 1 Doom. Correct?
That is correct. You need 2 on a ward action to do that.
Okay. All right, and that is the end of my unimpressive round.
All right, so that was our first action phase. So now we have the monster phase. So the order that this happens is ready monsters do their thing. In this case, the rogue figure is going to patrol, move towards the unstable space, and engage the highest influence. So he's going to go to the Black Cave and up to this bridge because it's equidistant to the unstable space, which is La Bella Luna, thus avoiding all of you all. Then any monsters engaged are going to do their damage. No monsters are engaged. And then any monsters who are exhausted are going to ready. So the Eyeless Watcher is going to flip over and immediately engage whoever has the lowest
influence.
lowest influence.
That is me.
All right, so maybe we could have thought that through a little better, but
Yeah, I got a baseball
that's
bat.
okay. And you know how to use it.
Oh, we'll find out.
All right, so that's our monster phase. The downside of that means that Norman isn't going to get an encounter, though.
Nope. The Eyeless Watcher
You're
does
right.
not prevent you from doing anything.
That's right. It is
Just
the Watcher
looks at
keyword.
you creepily and makes you feel uncomfortable.
I wanted to do a joke like I think I dated someone like that, but it didn't feel right. All right. Scott, would you read me an Arkham Asylum encounter in downtown?
Yes. You overhear Nurse Heather complaining that her mother can't afford her rent. You may spend $2 to contribute to the worthy cause. If you do, Nurse Heather quietly bumps you to the head of the line for treatment with Dr. Badeau. You or an ally recover 3 sanity.
All right. So I've only taken 1 sanity hit. I don't have any ally cards. I think, and actually the Grimm's Fairy Tales will heal me up as well, so I'm going to pass on that.
Okay. And that's going to go
At
on
the
the
bottom.
event deck?
It's going to go at the bottom because it doesn't have a clue on it.
Done.
All right.
Right one in this case.
Eric, how about an unvisited isle encounter for
I'm
Scott?
having internet problems. Can you guys?
Absolutely.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Yeah, there is a delay.
All right, so I'm going to read Scott's card on your behalf.
Okay. I'm back now. I can read it.
Okay.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can.
The air feels thick as you reach the base of an impossibly massive tree, covered from top to bottom in carved phrases in dozens of languages from this world and the next. Test lore.
Okay. Oh, my lore is 3 plus the 1 is 4.
Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad for you.
No. Oh, that's a big pass.
If you pass, you find a pattern and feel rejuvenated as you recite the words. Become blessed.
Well, there you
I don't know what
go.
that means in this game, but that seems pretty cool.
About the same. Yep. So blessed when resolving a test, 4, 5s, and 6s count as successes. But after you fail a test, discard this card.
Okay.
So, again, like a parliamentary vote. You fail it once, you lose it.
All right. That's a lot easier to lose than in the other game. Well, I don't know. Depends. Towards the end of the game, you get reckonings every second. It's like
All right. And as a reminder, Scott, those dice have states that you can switch over
Oh,
if you want to.
all right.
State
Do
3.
that.
All right. And Eric, you are in the unvisited aisle as well. Paul Stranger offers his assistance if you'll sign the contract. Test lore.
That doesn't sound like a good idea. Let's test lore. I have a 3. Yes.
If you pass, you note a few problematic causes before proposing an amended agreement, and the satisfied stranger offers you a gift. Gain 1 curio.
Curios are up here, and they have to say curio, correct?
That's correct. And I think we actually did something wrong last time. Well, maybe we didn't. Because now I don't know what happens if there isn't a choice. Because I looked this up.
There is 1 curio.
Yeah. Is it one you want?
It's not great. It requires remnants to re-roll dice, and I already gave away all my remnants, so it's okay.
All right. I think I am having one of those moments where I'm being confused by having played a lot of a similar but different game.
Okay.
So I think that you can draw from the top deck until, let's see. Yeah, okay. To do so, either take an item of your choice with a specified trait from the display or reveal cards from the top of the item deck until you reveal an item with the specified trait, and then reshuffle.
All right. I'm going to roll the dice here because the warding stone is nice, but the remnants are hard to
No,
get.
place them at the bottom. Never mind. You don't shuffle.
So let's see. The first one I get is a magical clock tattered curio. Non-epic monsters ignore you while activating and do not engage you unless you attack and damage them. Okay.
Attack or damage them.
That's a
Attack
good
or
one.
damage.
Well,
So that means I can.
That's the one you get.
That's the one I get, so I don't have much choice about it. That seems pretty good. It means now I can walk past monsters and they don't bother me.
Mm-hmm.
So you, Scott, I'm afraid you're stuck with the Eyeless Watcher at this point.
I'm all right. I'm all right with the creep.
You got my creeper. That's
All right. So that's all of our encounters. Let's have a mythos phase.
all right. That's where we draw from here. Shall I draw first?
Sure.
1. Clue. Unfortunately, I am tainted. And so that means I spawn a doom on the current spot, correct?
Ooh.
Yep.
Yep.
I think being tainted was a mistake. I think this was a major mistake, and I think we're going to see it now.
So hold on a second. Did it tell you to draw another one? So we have to spawn the clue first. Yeah, so
no,
put the doom back. We have to actually spawn the clue.
It doesn't say that you don't.
After you draw a blank or spawn a clue. Oh, I thought. Okay. I didn't realize that.
No, the doom is still going to go there.
Yes, okay. But we do have to spawn a clue. How do we spawn a clue?
So the clue is going to come to north side. Is that here? Yes. So a lot of clues in north side.
Yeah.
All right. So that was your first one, and your second was a reckoning.
Yeah, I had a pause. I had an internet thing, so I didn't hear it.
All right.
But yeah, reckoning.
All right. So for the Great Old One, for each cultist monster, place 1 doom in its space. We have 1 cultist on the board, the robed figure. I think downtown is going to get hit least, but we might be going towards Rivertown to do stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think?
That seems like a reasonable assumption. So yeah, I would put it in Rivertown.
In Rivertown?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, do players have conditions?
Yep. I have tainted. Reckoning. Flip up this card. So now we get to see what's on the back of this card. All right. At first, they were simply sores, then blisters on your skin. The pain has only grown. Now you can feel something squirming within your flesh. Oh, that's awful. Something wants out.
Oh, no.
Test will. All right, so my will is a 4. I got a pretty good will.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Okay, I pass. If okay, so I only had 1. I really needed 2, but I got 1. So I suffer 1 damage and 1 horror.
All right.
Okay. Then discard this card. Where do I put this card?
You know what? We can just throw it out. Just throw it out.
Throw it out.
There's
All right.
5 more.
What's the chance
All
we're
right.
going to need all 5 of those? All right. Do I have any reckoning effects? No. Scott, do you?
I do not think I do either.
All right. I think those are rarer in this game. All right. So
there is a
yeah, that
card
can just be put
still
under.
here.
All right. So I drew a doom. And so that doom is going to come from the bottom of the deck to the Merchant District to the TikTok Club. Go back down here. That makes this the unstable space again. Then we spawn a monster because of course we do. An occult ritualist, spawn at street nearest leader. So he's a lurker and he's just going to pump out doom until we get rid of him. So this one, I don't have a choice. He has to come to here.
He could also come into the street between us.
Oh, that's true. I forgot I'm adjacent to that. But I think this is as good. Right?
Okay. Sure.
All right, Scott.
All
Got
right.
some blanks in there. We got more clues, and we have headlines.
Headline. All right.
This is the first
Oh.
time Rob hasn't gotten the horrible headline.
That's true. Maybe this will be a good headline.
They're good ones.
I doubt it.
Okay.
Nope.
Break-in at the Historical Society. Criminals wore robes, masks, several artifacts stolen. Gang of occult-minded thugs could be anywhere. By Minnie Klein, staff writer, Arkham Mass. The headline: you suffer 2 damage and 2 horror unless you place 1 doom in your space. If you're in a street space, place the doom in an adjacent neighborhood space instead. So 2 damage, 2 horror.
I mean, I'm going to be stuck here warding doom anyway.
So because there's 1 in our spot. The thing
There's
is, I
one-
got to pull 1 more token, and
Yep.
if I pull a doom,
If you pull a doom and it goes to that spot,
Right.
we're in trouble.
Right. Those
Right.
are 2 ifs.
so
I would say that's unlikely.
you would say that's unlikely. How many
Yes.
how many doom
What do
tokens
I know,
are in the
though?
bag?
What was
I
that?
don't know. You don't
What is this?
don't do the math. Just
Oh, come on.
There are 3 dooms in the bag.
There you go. So
Okay.
I can do this. I'm going to take the sanity. I'm going to put 2 on my precious memento because I can.
All right.
Oh, there was none there before.
There was none there before,
Okay.
and I am going to put. I'll take 2 damage. Now, that could be the bad choice, but I'm going to do that.
All right. I think that is the bad choice, but all right.
But it's Scott's choice. Thank you, Scott. I mean, unless you die and cause worse things to happen.
Yeah, well, hey. But now I'm going to pull my. Oh, so let's see. Is that it for that card? That's it.
Yeah,
for
that goes
card.
to the discard there.
All right. And now I'm going to pull my second one. Oh, it's a blank.
All right.
Never been
All
so
right.
disappointed to pull a blank.
Okay. I want to go first. And the reason I want to go first is as long as Scott's on my space, I'm going to use my gather resource action that allows me to also focus. Was there any Doom move to...
Nope.
No, okay. But yeah, so I have, after you perform a gathered resource action, choose a skill. Each investigator in your neighborhood may focus that skill. Now, you already have lore, so I'm going to focus... Do you have any choice, Scott? I was going to do observation. Unless you want to go strength and try to beat up the eyeless watcher. I don't know.
No, I think observation is good. That's good for you. I'm in all the craziness before. I didn't realize that you had used your lore.
Oh wait, but if I do that, then I can't research
Why not?
because I also have a doom I have to get rid of. Unless Scott's going to work on that, and Scott's got to go.
I mean,
Or unless I get 2 successes. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do the gather resource. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the gather resource action because that gives us 2 people a boost on their lore or on their observation, which is useful.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then I am going to ward. And I have a 3 on ward, and kind of wish I had that warding stone now.
So I guess I'll go back to the question of why Oh, because you got that
Because
bonus.
if I get an extra success here, then I can use the violin, and getting rid of the doom is more important than getting this item in here, in my opinion.
Well, I was
and
thinking
I might-
getting the clue on the card moves us forward in the game.
Well,
However,
I could do the research.
however,
But doing the ward, if he gets lucky, gives him the chance of doing both.
And if
Okay.
there's another test, I can also do it on a different test.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Right. Oh, that's true.
So,
So you
I'm-
could end up
I-
being able to do it in a encounter phase.
Yes, if there's a test.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I get it. Do it.
so.
Hey!
Okay, so I get rid of the one doom.
Yep.
I re-roll one success, doesn't matter. I got a sky, so that's great. I research a clue. Put our third up here.
All right, so we stop right there. We stopped right there because we now have 3 clues on the scenario sheet. When there are 3 or more clues on the scenario sheet, add card 4 to the codex. Do not remove this card from the codex. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to search. What did I say? Card 4?
4, yes.
All right. Part of the mystery became clear. The note from yourself, the sense of deja vu, they're all because time is becoming unstuck. Effects may not be following cause properly right now, but you're certain that this phenomena is the result of an arcane ritual performed by the cult you've been tracking in the city. You'll have to find the site of the ritual as well as the epicenter of the temporal disturbance if you're to have any hope of setting things to right. Armed with the new knowledge, you set out again into the city and try to ignore it when flowers fold into buds and raindrops fly upward to the sky. Take 5 markers, 1 blue, 1 red, and 3 white, and randomize them face down. All right, so this is how we do this. I'm going to come over here, and it was, what, 1 red?
1 red,
1 blue,
1 blue,
and 3 white.
1, 2, 3. All right. So now, what am I going to do here, you ask? We're
can
going to
group them
create.
They're grouping together, Rob. So you can group them, shuffle them. Yeah. So.
You say that, but I think because they're different kinds of marker, they're not actually grouping. But that's okay. That's okay because we've got.
I did not mean to do that. I was able to highlight them all, but I hit the R button and just sort of flipped them. What is the shuffle button?
R.
Well, that flips them.
No,
that's all right. Rob's going to throw them in a bag.
Okay.
Which is the right thing.
And we have to put them in separately or else they'll shuffle as a group.
Really?
All right. So, fun tabletop simulator tricks. All right. So, randomize them face down. Place 1 each on the Arkham Advertiser, the Black Cave, Independence Square, the Unvisited Isle, and Velma's Diner. So, I need somebody to go back and read those off for me.
Okay. Place 1 on the Arkham Advertiser.
Okay.
one on the Black Cave, one on Independence Square,
I think that's up here.
and
Yep.
one on the Unvisited Isle,
You know where that is.
and one on Velma's Diner.
All right. And flip this card. Profane ritual. You're not certain what the cult's ritual intended effect was, but it's clearly linked to the odd flow of time in and around Arkham. You'll have to discover the ritual site to learn more. So as an action, we can reveal a marker at your location and resolve the effect below based on the color. When you reveal a white marker, you find nothing of interest. Discard that marker. When you reveal the blue marker, add card 6 to the codex. When you reveal the red marker, if the barrier is destroyed, whatever that means, add card 7. Otherwise, add that card to the codex face up. If both the blue and the red markers have been revealed, remove all the other markers from the board and return this card to the archive. So basically now, instead of getting clues, we need to spread out on this board and engage these markers to try to find where the ritual is, I guess.
Okie dokie.
All right.
And I went first, so right.
Was that was an action? That was one action, or that was your first action, right?
No, I gathered
No.
resources, and then I warded.
Okay, that was 2 actions.
So I'm done. Now you two guys can go.
So I'm gonna suggest that I go next, Rob.
Yep. I agree.
So my first action is going to be to flip this stupid marker that landed right next to us.
Go for it. Oh!
And nothing happens.
It's white. So we discard it, I think.
Yeah. Boop.
Now you could go over to the Black Cave. And
Well, the rogue figure is going to follow if you do that. And you still have the Watcher on you. Who's going to hit you for a sanity.
Well,
Is that what's going to happen?
Can't we move the Watcher? It's going to head towards the Watcher. The Watcher will hit for a sanity, yes. Oh, yeah, you could just try to beat up the Watcher, I guess.
I could, let's see.
Hold on.
You know, so I've got this.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Back up. I have captivating. Before you go, I have 2 successes still. I re-rolled and I re-rolled it to a success. As part of captivating melody, as part of a ward action, for each success you roll, you may re-exhaust 1 monster on your space. I'm going to exhaust this Watcher, so he's not on you currently.
Ah, nicely done. I never thought that's actually 2 different items on that card.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Okay. Well, that's nice. So here's my thinking. I'm going to use my spell to come all the way up here to Velma's Diner, which also can give me the possibility on my encounter phase to heal up. So, so I'm going to use my spell, Testing Lore, and that's going to be 4, because I get the +1 for the lore. And with my my blessed condition, I get some bonus. All 4s now are positive, or successes, I guess. And that's a success.
All right. So now you have to deal with the sanity hit.
Yeah, that's true. But And I don't want to put on the memento, so I'll take the hit myself.
Nope.
You can
Remember,
also
that's with the remnants.
spend remnants.
Oh yes,
So
sorry.
for each sanity, you can spend 1 remnant.
All right, well I got them. I guess I might as well use them.
Yep.
And then move myself all the way up here.
Okay. And that was
the only
your
unfortunate
second.
part is that is both actions.
Yes. All right. So, as much as I want to stop this ritualist from pumping out doom, I think we're better served flipping another one of these tokens as fast as possible. I'll still be able to come over here and shoot him next turn. So we'll only have 1 doom come out because of him. So for 1, I'm going to move to Independence Square. And for 2, I'm going to flip. Please be useful. Well, I guess knowing that's not where we need to be is useful. So we'll throw that away. And that will end my turn. So what? Now we have monsters do stuff. So the robed figure is ready. So it's going to move towards the unstable space, which is the TikTok Club. So it's going to come down to here. Then the eyeless watcher is going to ready. Nope. Then the occult ritualist is going to place a doom on any adjacent space. I'm going to bring that over here to spread it out a little bit. Then the eyeless watcher readies. It's on a space with an investigator, and so it immediately attaches.
Nope.
No.
I have the tattered cloak. Non-epic monsters ignore you while activating and do not engage unless you attack them.
Oh, you are so clever! You are so clever. Scott got out of there, and the watcher can't even watch you because of the tattered cloak.
But it moves 2?
It's going to move towards me. I'm very far away. So
that's 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this way. Let's have it go.
I'd like it to go there.
I agree. Because you guys are going to be going this way next.
Yes.
Or at least one of you is. All right, so that is our monster phase. And encounters. Who wants the first encounter?
I'll take it.
Okay. So you are in the Merchant District.
Yep.
Surely Why does what?
It doesn't have merchant district. Did I misread something?
No. Well, you're in the Unvisited Isle.
Unvisited Isle. Right. Okay. Sorry.
All right. So this is one of these words that I see written but never pronounced. Surely the detritus scattered among the standing stones isn't here by mere chance.
Detritus.
Detritus? Really?
Yeah, that's how I've heard it pronounced.
Detritus?
That's how I've heard it pronounced.
I don't believe that for a minute. I don't doubt you. I just think everyone else is also wrong. Surely the detritus scattered among the standing stones isn't here by mere chance. You step into the ring of carved menhirs and study the fragments. Test lore.
Okay, so my lore is a 3. I will test 3. I don't have anything that adds. No. I pass. That's nice.
If you pass, you recognize a handful of ritual candles and other leftover regions. Gain 1 remnant.
Okay, that's nice.
Hey! I did the thing where I slid it under the deck. Scott, would you read me Downtown and Independence Square?
I will. A rag and bone man pushes his cart across the square. Test will? Test
Yep.
will.
All right, I have a lovely 4-will. Let's see if I can keep those on those sides. Well, one of them did.
All right, that's enough. If you pass, you chat for a moment, and it gives you a token of appreciation. You gain 1 common item.
All right, a common item. Dynamite's common.
Yep.
Camera. Bulletproof vest. Ooh. Dynamite or the bulletproof vest? I think the vest.
You got the machine gun.
I got a machine gun. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a machine gun and dynamite.
No, because it's if the monsters are stacked, you can do a lot.
All right. Oh, that's nice. +2 lore is part of a ward action.
That is nice.
All right. And so Scott, you have made it all the way up into East Town.
East Town at Velma's Diner.
Eric, why don't you see if you can get him a clue?
Okay, we'll see that.
Why do I need a clue? I don't need a clue.
Yeah, you need a clue.
All right, Velma's Diner. Velma's Diner. A sign on Velma's window shines the word open, made of glowing glass tubes. Gain 1 clue from the neighborhood. Oh, nice. The patrons sport flannel shirts and facial piercing while eating avocados on toast. The price are outrageous. You may spend 5
Oh, jeez.
for you and Alan. Jesus. I gave you $3 and it's still not a. Oh,
No,
man, I'm
it's
sorry.
not enough. That
Oh,
sucks.
man.
All right.
That
Nope.
really.
So, good news, or not. So this, because it was a clue card, it goes on the discard pile,
Okay.
which means that Velma's Diner is now the unstable space.
No, no.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
Just hang you. I mean, look, take a good look at Norman. He's gonna fit in with those hipsters. He's got the beard. He's ready to go. All right.
I think he probably would. I'm just saying.
All right. And now we have to deal with a Mythos phase. Scott, why don't you go first this time?
All right. Clue. Spawn a clue.
On a clue. So clue in, yet again, another clue in North Side. Oh my word. Somebody's. Why isn't this working? There we go. All right. So a clue in North Side.
And spawn a monster.
So a monster, a hooded stalker, spawn at the most doom. Where's our most
All the
doom?
same.
Oh, we're tied everywhere.
All right. I say let's put him. Where's he gonna go?
It's the lowest strength.
Now, because I have the tattered cloak, does that mean he won't move towards me either?
Yes.
Okay.
So
he'll move towards Norman.
All right. So I say we put him in Arkham Advertiser, and then I'm going to work my way there, kill stuff, maybe get some of these clues, try to get to this marker.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Eric? Here too.
Okay. 1.
Okay. A gate burst. Well, it was bound to happen. So every space in downtown is going to get a doom. That's a little problem.
Yeah.
Then we're
At
going to
least
shuffle
you were
these
able
up.
to ward it.
it's too many for me to figure out how to do that, so I'm just going to drop there. All right, and now this goes back to the starting space, which was the train station. All right. Who was drawing? That was Eric? Or did I do that?
Oh, Eric drew.
Okay.
Okay. And I get a headline. Oh, these are horrible always. When we run out of headlines, we're in trouble, right?
The game ends.
Okay, so I draw from here, right? All right, what horrible thing befalls me? Walking dreams, a vivid nightmare recorded throughout Arkham. Citizens report visions of departed loved ones, spirits trying to warn us of chemicals in our drink. Test will. Oh, okay. I have a 4 will. But this is another one where the number of successes matter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Wow.
And no successes are bad. So, what does Driven do for you?
Driven was a good card to have. You have an increased focus limit, and you can become fatigued in order to get an additional action. You have... Oh, you were thinking of using your focus, maybe?
oh, we just lost.
Oh, we just lost them.
Like, holy.
Welcome back.
Okay, so you were about to tell me what Driven was. I got Driven was, and then it just gone. So Driven was something. This is literally it's at the castle of So
So Driven is a condition. It increases your focus limit by 1. And at the end of your turn, if you're not fatigued, you can flip Driven to perform an additional action, which will make you fatigued, which is what I did earlier and perhaps regret. Oh, though not, because I don't have a lot of rerolls on me.
And what?
So it's nice, but not fantastic.
It's nice, but not. I'm not going to spend my observation on that.
Right, because you're still going to get 2 horror anyways.
Yeah, all right. That sucked. But yep, that's that.
All right, so that's that. And you know what? I should bring this back up. There we go. All right. So I guess it's my turn to draw a couple of these. Is that right?
That is correct.
Last 2.
Oh, we forgot something. So I gained a clue as a result of my encounter, which would allow my precious memento to remove 2 horror from that card.
Fantastic.
That is a surprisingly useful card for you.
It is nice when our stuff actually does stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to heal in this game. So
yes,
things that heal you. A blank. That's useful.
A blank. And what's the last thing? A doom.
Spread doom.
All right.
Just don't put it in the asylum.
Well, I don't have a lot of option. It's going to be in the merchant. It's going to be at the TikTok club. How bad is that?
I mean, I can go down there and get it, but that takes me away from places I want to go.
Right, and it means that all you're doing is playing the Doom game. But we got some bad Doom up here, and I'm not great at handling it. And we need to keep our eye on the prize of getting to the last, to figure out where these 2 tokens are. All right.
Okay.
We're ready to do it again?
Yep. Sure. What were you thinking of doing, Rob?
I was thinking of shooting the occult ritualist.
Okay. So, all right, go do your thing. That doesn't affect me in any way, and it gives me more time to think. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. All right. So I'm gonna come to this street space. As soon as I do, you know what? Let's just double check because it has been a little while. What does elusive mean? A ready monster with elusive does not engage an investigator in space unless another effect causes it to. All right, that's what I thought. So I'm going to use another effect to cause it to. I'm going to attack it. As part of an attack action, I engage. And now I'm going to attack. I have a starting strength of 4. I get +1 for the focus there.
Oh. So this one says this monster does not engage investigators in its space.
Right. So that's a different one than the Watcher.
Okay.
And now I have a 45 Thompson, so I get 2 more dice. So I'm going to copy those. Slide him over here. And we're going to roll a lot of dice. All right. So I get my success. And he is defeated. All right, so that was my 2.
You get anything for defeating him?
Nope. He's just a boring old human.
Okay.
All right, who's next?
Go ahead, Patrice.
Okay. I really don't like all the doom up here in downtown. And while I would like to go to this token, I think it's smarter to try to deal with doom, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's going to turn it unstable. That could anomaly if it grows there, which is going to. Sure.
So I'm going to move 2 and fall over. Okay.
Watch the shadow.
What the? I am so lagging here, guys. This is painful. Okay, and then I guess I'm gonna ward, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have anything? Really? I am focused. Right? Oh, I didn't. Come on. Come on, you can do this. Nope. I am... Okay, that was weird. I am completely lagged out.
All right, you need some help?
There is no way I'm going to be able to roll it. Yes,
right.
Please roll those for me.
So you're rolling 3
I
dice?
not do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
You got 1 success.
Well, you should have rolled 2 successes, not 1.
I understand this.
All right, so 1 success.
Really 3 success, unless you want to use your observation to re-roll. I do this just to tempt him.
Yes.
I don't actually think it's a good idea. I just like to make
I want to use
him grumpy. You want to use your observation to re-roll?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I can't do anything.
Oh! You failed your re-roll.
So close. Yeah, I did. Oh well.
All right, Scott, have
It
you
was
gone?
worth that.
It was worth.
All right. So I'm going to start by flipping the marker that I'm standing on.
Okay, it's got to be something, right?
Gotta be something. Blue!
Blue.
What does blue
Blue.
do?
Nice.
Blue. When you reveal the blue marker, add card 6 to the codex, please.
All right. Let's search. I almost shuffled. That would have been bad.
Bill says that this guy is the hardest in the base box.
Yes.
Is that true, Rob?
I think
You
this
gave
is
us the
true.
hardest?
Yes.
All right.
I thought let's get this out of the way. Ritual site. The ground is marked with twisted and overlapping circles of wax and chalk. Skulls, wet red corpses, and fetishes adorn stone slabs, the walls, and all the ground around. Clearly, this was the site of some mystical ritual, and judging from the prodigious quantities of blood involved, its aim was not benevolent. 2 robed figures draw curved knives and advance towards you. You reclassify the location from past to active ritual site. The space with the blue marker is the ritual site. Reveal cards from the bottom of the monster deck until you reveal 2 cultist monsters.
Oh, no.
Spawn them at the ritual site and put the rest on the top of the deck in a random order. As an action, you may remove 5 clues from the scenario to stop the ritual. If you do, remove the blue marker and flip this card. Perform this action only at the ritual site.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so we do need a couple more clues. And that's good. All right, so human cultist. So the Watcher is going to go to the top of the deck, shuffled randomly. So the occult ritualist is elusive, does not engage investigators in its space. Again, pretty easy. And then the High Priest is a bit tougher. 2 successes, strength -1 on the combat check. After you defeat this monster as part of an attack action, you gain 1 spell. So you don't get it if you just blow him up with a dynamite. But you do if you fight him off. So they spawn right here, which means...
Oh, seriously?
Seriously.
Oh, Jesus.
So that's not good.
No.
That is less than ideal.
I'm going to take this opportunity to remind us about the evade action. In case anyone wants to participate in it.
Yeah.
So as the evade action, you test your observation to disengage monsters. You are going to take the penalty of the worst monster on your space. So in this instance, you would be rolling your observation -1 if you wanted to get rid of them. But then for each success, you are going to exhaust a monster. Or rather, you disengage and exhaust monsters equal to your test results. And then you get to take another action, typically a move action, to get the hell away.
Okay.
This was your first action, right?
It is. No, I performed 1 action.
Yeah. So you have 1 more.
I have 1 more.
You could run away, and you take either a sanity or a health, I guess.
No. No, you would have to test your observation at -1. And then you would get a free action to run away. Or you could fight one of them. Or you could do something else. Or you could use...
Yeah, you could hit him with a baseball bat. See how that goes for you.
Yeah, I'm just curious, how would my ritual work? I wouldn't be able to... My spell.
You're engaged, so you can't do anything but fight or evade.
Oh, that's right. That rule comes into play.
Right.
Yeah.
Focus, attack, or evade. So
you can hit him with a baseball bat or try to run away.
call me crazy. But yeah, I've got the baseball bat. My dice are at 50% right now.
Yeah.
I don't think it's crazy.
Yeah, you can take one out.
I'm thinking
these
of going
guys-
after the high priest. I want to kick his butt.
Both of these guys spawn doom.
So the thing I will mention, though, is while you are blessed, if you fail a roll, you will lose your blessed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
So that.
that
And
is
so-
a risk we take all the time.
All right. Go for it. Be a hero.
And I just got to not roll once. So, all right. So I got 2 for strength.
So
Baseball
who are you
bat
attacking?
gives me 3.
High priest. He said.
High priest, going after the high priest. So that's going to be a -1 strength. So I'm only going to get 2 more. So I'll get a total of 4.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. And I need 2 hits because he's got 2 hit points, right? Is that how this works?
That's true.
Although even just one hit will count as a success as far as blessed is concerned.
Oh, that's not.
one. You can
All
spend a
right.
focus.
I will do that. I'm going to spend this lore. Oh, shoot. So I rolled 3 ones? Oh my gosh, that's terrible. All right.
Well, you
I'm
get
gonna
to
lose
reroll.
I'm going to lose my baseball bat after all this.
Yeah.
So I can only reroll 1 die, correct?
Correct.
For each focus, yes.
Oh!
So sad.
All right. So,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm an old wimp with a cane and obviously don't know how to wield a baseball bat. I'm going to
so you
lose the
did do
baseball bat.
damage. Yeah. You lose the baseball bat.
Now I'm in a world of hurt.
Yeah. It would have been epic. It would have
I don't
been
know if it would be an epic, but it would have been.
I'm not sure epic is the
nice.
right word.
An old
For
man
Norman?
hitting just with a baseball bat is not epic.
For Norman, I think it would have been a little epic. Look at the guy.
Alright.
Okay.
You know, it would have
Stronger
been like
than
the
me.
opening of Batman Beyond. All right. So that was your second action.
That was my second action. Very sad.
So, yeah, this is going to be a tough round. So we're going to go to the monster phase.
Oh, yeah, I did.
What about encounters? Don't we have encounters first?
That happens after.
Oh, okay.
All right. So the Eyeless Watcher is also going to move to Norman and engage him.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Forgot about him.
Move towards the unstable space, so he's going to come 1, 2 over to here. The Hooded Stalker is going to move towards and engage whoever has the lowest strength, but that's going to bring him onto Mark and immediately engage him. And then monsters who are engaged activate. So Norman is gonna take 2 sanity and 1 health.
Oof. You gonna use her memento?
Oh, yeah, you know what? Since it is 2, I will use that. If it was just
Okay.
one, I was not going to use it, but since it's 2, I will. All right.
All right.
And health is in the crapper, guys.
Yep.
That's a problem.
Yep.
All right. Now let's do some encounters.
But I'm the only one that gets it. Right? Because I'm the
Yep.
only one not engaged.
That would be right.
At Arkham Asylum.
At Arkham Asylum in downtown.
I don't think this is looking good for us, guys.
Oh.
We'll see.
While you wait for your appointment with Dr. Mintz, Dr. Zulek hints that his colleague's methods can be rather unpleasant. You may spend $2 to accept his proposed alternative. If you do, the hypnotherapy is remarkable. Focus up to 2 skills of your choice, even if it exceeds your focus limit.
I will do that.
All right?
I'm sad I spent my focus, but I will focus. I'll focus my standbys of observe. Well, do I want? I'm gonna focus up lore
Mm-hmm.
because that's gonna be useful.
Yeah.
It's still doing this for me. And I will. I mean, I'm still trying to collect clues, right? Or should I do will?
Well, we do need 2 more clues up there somehow.
Yeah, okay, so I'll do observation. I'm gonna probably spend that, but alright, there we go. That's me. It is still lagging like crazy for me. I'm gonna close down Twitch. Goodbye, Bill. It was nice seeing you.
So while we do that, now we have a mythos phase. All right, and this is the one that's going to hurt. Because we're going to start with a reckoning. So,
Oh, that is gonna hurt.
oh, that's going to hurt a lot.
That's gonna hurt a lot. Well, no, because one puts it on adjacent space and one puts it on the space.
Yeah, but I've got 2 cultist monsters, so that's 2 in my space, which already has
Nope.
1.
No, the lurker place 1
No.
doom on this space for the high priest. The occultist ritual place 1 doom on any adjacent space.
Right, but they're not doing that. We're
Oh.
doing the reckoning effect of the story. For each cultic monster, place 1 doom in its space. So,
Okay, that
the
ain't
rogue
great.
figure is, I say, we're going to drop 1 on the unvisited isle.
Okay.
Then there are no other ones on the board, but we have 1 engaged with me. Which
I say you
Yeah.
put it at the Arkham Asylum.
I think we have
Well,
to.
Here was the thing. I was gonna try to come over here and ward in Norman's space to get all the as many monsters as I could off of him. Because if I could ward and get 3 successes, then I could get the monsters off of him temporarily.
Sure, but I have a lousy. I mean, I still think
All right.
that.
All right, go. Yeah, sure.
Now, I guess at that point, maybe it's better. It's all bad. It's all
Yeah,
bad.
put it there. Put it there. That's
And then we put 2 on Norman's space because he has 2 cultists, and that's going to create an anomaly.
That's
All right.
fun.
And then reckonings. Anyone have reckonings on cards?
No.
I think we got Really?
All right. So that was our first token. And then a Doom comes out. In downtown on La Bella Luna. Bringing us to 4 in that neighborhood. All right, that's it for me. Someone else draw.
All right. I will draw. Oh, that's great.
In the Merchant District.
And
All right. So we're going to put 1 here. And then we're going to put 1 here. And now I'm going to put 1 here just so I remember. Spook, because that brings us to the 5th. An anomaly comes out here. This one hits the anomaly and goes onto the scenario sheet.
And so now Patrice's special is going to go off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. If a doom is placed on the scenario suit, you may focus your skill. All right, so I will focus influence, I guess. All right.
All right, and so we're at 6 out of 7 Doom on the scenario sheet.
Least of our worries, I feel like.
All right. Now I have to draw the second one.
Oof.
Headline. Oh, that's so much fun. All right. Let's see what my lovely headline is. Bad dreams, sleepwalkings afflict the county. Sleepers sometimes injure themselves. 2 deaths reported so far. Test will. I should have been. I was thinking of focusing will. I mentioned it several times, but I'm like, no, I'll do influence. I'll round out my character because I'm stupid. Okay. Take 3 damage. Prevent 1 for each roll. I have. Okay, so that's 4. Oh, I love seeing that. That's just wonderful. A whole bunch of not passes. All right, so I'm gonna put.
Yeah.
I just get rid of this.
Yep.
Are we past the?
Yep. So if you put a second one on it, it destroys the ominous dreams, and you have to discard it.
We still need 2 more clues on the scenario sheet.
Right. But
otherwise he's defeated. I mean, now maybe we take the defeated character and move on.
all right, I'm putting 2 on here. Getting rid
of
this.
Was it damage or was it sanity?
Damage.
Oh,
3 damage.
Oh,
So
I thought that was sanity was going to kill you.
Yeah, I'm going to put 2 damage on here. I have a high sanity. That wouldn't have killed me. Damage is actually worse.
Well, you were already at 3.
But I have 7.
Yes.
Yeah. So I put 2 on there, and then I take 1 here.
All right.
And that's what. And I get rid of this. Just toss it.
Yes.
Okay.
And with it, actually, let's just make sure. If this talent is discarded, return the Watcher to the game box. Bye-bye, Watcher.
What was that thing do again? I just got
It just makes your life harder.
When you're resolving a test, you must re-roll 1 success. Oh, man. Yeah, the Watcher's awful.
If it comes out.
Yeah.
All right, Scott.
Yep. All right. Clue! Spawn a clue!
Oh, wait a minute. This was... I forgot about this. Okay, so we're gonna spawn a clue in East Town. It's gonna go under the anomaly. Thank you.
Like that. Second one, spawn a monster. Because, we need more.
An abyssal servant, a night gaunt. Spawn at street nearest prey. Move towards engage the investigator with the most clues. So who has the most clues?
That's me.
Wait. Jesus.
Hey guys, guess what? Oh.
Does he immediately engage? Is that what happens?
No, he just spawns at the street nearest the prey, and the prey is the investigator with the most clues.
Oh my god, he is tough. He is really tough.
What do you think, guys?
Okay.
One more to see what happens, or do we sort of lick our wounds and recoup next time?
Let's see if we lose this turn. And
all right.
I think we're like 2 more sheets away, or 2 more events away from losing. But
yeah.
All right.
Well,
you make the call, Rob. It's
up to you.
You've done this more.
The problem is with this game, I don't have a good sense.
What happens when a character dies?
You lose all their stuff. I think a doom goes onto the sheet. And then you get a new investigator at the start of the next action, but I'd have to look that up to be sure. I would.
Let's stave our ignominious defeat for next game.
All right, cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, I think that's okay. Oh man, it's just so close.
It's the exact opposite of where we left it last time.
It is the exact opposite of where we left it last time. And it absolutely drives me nuts. Because yes, this is probably the hardest of the scenarios in the core box. And I definitely was on board with we need to get the Arkham horror experience. We need to really see how different it can be. But oh man, I mean, it's like I can almost, like, I could I could try to evade and get the free movement and then flip the marker over. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nobody look at that. I will still go ahead and intend to do that next turn if anyone did see it.
Oh, do we still have to flip the other market over? We need both.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Do we? Do we need the red one? I don't know.
You need the red
I just
one.
thought red was bad. I thought we didn't want the red one. It was red. I didn't realize we needed both.
You know what? We might not. We might just need 5 clues to stop the ritual. That sounds like pretty good to me. So that's the other thing about this game is I don't actually know how to win it. Right? I think from reading that, it makes sense that just getting these clues is what we need to do.
I thought the red marker was you get screwed because it said you put the barrier is breached, and that doesn't sound good. When the red marker, the barrier is destroyed.
If the barrier has been destroyed, one thing happens.
Yeah.
Otherwise, something else happens.
Yeah,
I do feel we're at that point.
It would be nice to know if the barrier was a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
It depends. I guess it depends on which side you're on.
Yeah, but we're always on the side where we don't want. This is Lovecraft, man.
No, I mean, is it the barrier keeping something out?
Yes, it's
Or is
the
it
barrier
keeping us out?
No, it's Lovecraft. It's the barrier keeping something us out. Lovecraft is you stay at home in New England and never go anywhere in your life. That is the moral of his books. Definitely don't get on a boat. Don't go to any cities, and definitely don't associate with anyone who has a skin darker than pasty white. That is the moral of Lovecraft. Have you not read his works? I'm sorry.
That's a good point. All right. Well, thank you, my friends, for joining me. Thank you for coming along onto this descent into madness, which we have clearly undertaken. Thanks all of you watching along. And yeah, I have no idea if we have one more session of this or two more sessions of this. It's a complete up in the air as far as I know. Can't wait to find out. It's looking really bad, though.
Yeah.
Nope, definitely not optimistic. Nope.
Nope, not at all. All right. Well, thank you for coming along, and I hope to see you again next time. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.